Morning everybody, beautiful morning, windy, sunny, and quite mild actually. Just got back from the dogs. I took them up over the top down the horses' gallops. When I got to the top, oh gosh, eye streaming, nose streaming, really windy. But as I sort of came down into the valley, the wind had dropped quite a lot, so it was quite good. But I had to go down one of the lanes because the horses were quite close to the footpath through one of the fields, so I thought I'd keep out their way. And it was, of course, our soil is chalk and clay, so it was really mucky. So then when I got to the bottom, I then went onto the other field, onto the green, to clean my boots so I could walk home decently. We had a lovely walk. Boys had a good time. I was up early this morning. We've got workmen next door in the big house doing electrics and fireproofing doors. So they've been down in the cellar fireproofing that for the last couple of days. So of course I've got workmen out there outside my bedroom window, literally about 6 foot away, going down into the cellar. Up and down, loud voices. I mean, they've been pretty good, but there's a gate out onto the main road which you can only lock from the outside. So the whole time it's bang, 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 bang. I thought, oh no, I can't do this all day again with the wind. So I've just seen them and I said, oh, could they put a brick there to stop it banging? So he said he thinks before they finish he might take the gate off and just shave it down a little bit so that it shuts properly. So I said, well, that's all very good now, but when it comes summer it'll shrink. He said, no, I'm not going to take too much off, just make sure it'll sit there in the summer as well. So he said somebody's put a silver latch over, and I said, oh, it was me. I said, last summer, I said I couldn't bear it because it had swollen and it didn't go back. So the latch never fitted, so I put a bar over so that we could at least close it. So he said, oh, well, I said, just leave that on there because, you know, at times we are going to need that. Yeah, fine. So as I'm out there chatting, one of the girls comes by with a dog, and a pub just across the road from me, it's got this huge wrought iron sign that swings. And she said, I couldn't bear that noise. I said, I live with that in the night. So she said, oh, how can you? And I said, well, it goes in the wind. I said, I wake up in the night thinking, it's very windy out there because the pub sign's going. She said, can't somebody get up there with an oil can? I said, yeah, well, you're gonna offer to get up there? So I said, it's too high, and it's it's the sign that it comes right out over the road. I don't know anybody be able to get up there. So it doesn't bother me too much actually. So we had that discussion. I had a few plant pots littered about the garden. So I just picked those up. One of them's broken, so that'll have to be disposed of. And I don't think there was much in there, so I don't think that's a bit of a worry. She said to me, any fences down? I said, well, I've only got little tiny, mine are mainly brick walls. I noticed there's a couple of fences down on the way up there. And then, in fact, down the bottom of the lane, somebody's been obviously overshot the lane, crossed the road and through the hedgerow. So and they've hit the signpost, the lane signpost. So that's down. When I got up the top this morning, actually, I was sort of looking along the banks. There's a house up there with very high conifers, and it's got lots of banks. And all along the banks were violets. Oh, beautiful mauve violets. They were so beautiful. It was lovely to see them. Reminded me of Mum, because when we first went to Crawley and bought our house on Federated Estate, then they were building 40 houses, and that was all the land that was cleared. This is long before the bypass, but motorway bit was put in. And I used to take the children when they were tiny, I mean we're talking of over 40 odd years ago, in the pram with the dog, because I had one dog at the time. We used to walk there every morning through the woods, having a good walk with the children, and we used to pick little bunch of violets, primroses and wood anemones. This is in the days when you were allowed to pick out of the woods. And we used to take a little bunch up to my mum's Used to go and have, I used to go up every Thursday lunchtime and have lunch with her and the children. Mum used to take the bigger ones to the park, and my grandmother, their great-grandmother, she used to have the baby and in the pram and look after her. And it was him. It was when Alex was tiny. So Mum used to take the other two to the park. I used to take a little bunch of these violets up, violets, primroses and wood anemones. It was lovely. It was lovely to see. They're all, they all grew together. It was beautiful. So it brought back memories. Hair. Hope I get a haircut soon. It's beginning to get out of control. Of course, wearing hats, you see, in this weather, as soon as you take a hat off, it's all over the place. So I've tried to sort of smooth it down a bit today. As soon as I get out the garden, it'll be all over the place again. So that's that. I've got a Zoom call tonight with the WI. We've got a quiz night tonight. They've sent through the papers that we can download. Well, I was just saying to one of the girls I just met, I'm not going to get half of them. I said, she's got about 4 or 5 categories, and I said, I'm thinking, I won't know any of those, and I won't know any of those. Oh, she said, I'm not very good at it either. So I said, I will try. I'll try. It'll be a bit of fun. I really got to get some washing out today, and a lovely windy day, but I haven't got anything to do. So I won't do that. Yesterday I was making cards like mad. Cards and birthday cards and Christmas cards. So I did a lot of that, enjoyed that, drawing and painting. I made a few birthday cards. I've got some little ones, birthday cards coming up. So I've made some little fairy Christmas birthday cards for them. So I thought, well, that's nice. So I did that. I've got a few more I've cut out some more paper, so I've got it sitting there if I get the urge. And then I went back yesterday afternoon to the sewing. I started putting some of that together, the last edge. It's a bit fiddly, but I thought, I'll do it for you. I did half a dozen squares, managed to put those together, so that was good. Then I had a message from a friend to say that they just bought a caravan. Would I be able to cover the cushions for her, because her mum had said that I'd done mine. I'd done the upholstery on my settee. So I thought, no way. So I went back and said that, I'm really sorry. Those sort of things are fitted and piped. My machine's just an ordinary domestic one. It's not a heavyweight one, which you want for piping. You need so many thicknesses to go through. I said, when I needed that on my settee, some of those bits, I went down to the upholsterer and I gave her the number, and I said, it's really, really reasonable, and he just did it when I could afford it. He did the big cushion, and then when I could afford it, a couple of weeks later, he did the other bit. So, and I said, and then he did the buffet about 4 months later. So I said, try him. So she said, okay, and I thought, I don't want to do other people's things, no. Thank you. So that was that. And I got when I was at Rachel's, what's today? Tuesday. Went out, got my shopping. She'd done a roast, and one of her friends is down in, I think it's Portsmouth, on a boat, awaiting to sail to New Zealand. They're going to take their time. She said they're going to take about 3 years to do it, and they've got 2 little Jack Russell dogs. One's 8, one's 4. Stop it. And they've been living on the boat and they're fine. But the elder one is, I think he's getting a bit traumatised with being cooped up. Obviously, when they're on the boat, they're cooped up, and when they can get off, they're on the beach and having a lovely time. But I think he's getting a bit traumatised, being sort of shut up on the boat. And she's suddenly decided that he's not going to make 3 years. It's not going to be fair for him. So she's had to make the decision that they're going to have to be rehomed before they go. So she said, to Rachel, do you know anybody that would take these 2 Jack Russells for us? I mean, they haven't got children, so they've been thoroughly spoiled. She said they're fine with dogs, other dogs and children. So I sort of put the word around. I said to Rachel, they can't go into dog's home or anything like that. She said, well, I think I just hope that they will delay the sailing until they find somewhere loving for them. So I said, well, if it comes to it, I'll take them. I said, I don't want 4 dogs, but I can't bear the thought of them being shunted around. Somebody said, that they take them, sort of foster them until they found a home. And I thought, I can't do that. Can't do that. Put them somewhere and then move them on again. So I said, the only thing is it's vet bills. So I sort of left it with her. I sort of keep putting the word around anybody. They've got to take the 2 of them. So, because I'm worrying about them. I get myself all worked up about it, and I was like, oh dear, how are they and all that. She sent some pictures of them on the beach, running in and out the water, and they look lovely, very happy. But you just imagine them being stuck in a boat for 3 years and going from... It's the workman out the boat. It's that gate going bang, bang, bang. So, that's the dogs. Now what else have I got? I'm going to go do Joe Wicks in a minute. When I went to Rachel's Sunday, we were messing about. I need to have a new, my iPad's quite dated, and a lot of the things I used to get on it won't load anymore. It's not compatible. So I tried my laptop, and my laptop's so old as well, and 3 of the letters are broken, and they don't, even without the top, they don't work. So I can't do anything on it, like letters, or, I can't type in Google, can you find me Tesco's or something. Merlin! So that's a problem. So I probably need a new laptop that I could access. But when so we were sorting that out. When I got home Sunday night, a message from Rachel on the home phone. She said, "You've left your phone here, Mum." She said, I suddenly thought, how can I get hold of her? Panic. So she said, I thought, hope she answers the home phone. So she said, Chris will bring it down in the morning. So I said, don't worry about it. But he dropped it off at 8. So you think to yourself, yeah, I can live without it. Yeah, I can. But I don't know so much nowadays. I don't know. So when I go up Mother's Day, Sunday, for lunch, I'll see if Francesca can perhaps, if my phone, I know my phone's old as well, see if she can download any of the things on my phone, because I don't use it for anything like that. But I know it will take all that sort of stuff. See if she can put mail and all those apps on my phone, perhaps, if I can sort it from there. So that's that. I've had a parcel arrive for Mother's Day from up north. So a big box. I've got a feeling I know what might be in it. And I've had a card, so that's arrived from up north. Becky rang me last night to say that she's working from home. And so was Rob, so they were doing okay. She was upstairs working on the computer and he was downstairs working. It was an argument on who's going to make lunch yesterday. So she said, he's okay. He manages okay. She gets out of breath. He's got new medication, so they're hoping that when that sort of takes over in a week or so, well, I think he's only had it a few days, he'll be a lot better. And the swelling on his feet and legs is a lot better. So they've changed his blood pressure tablet, so that possibly will help. What did she say he went and did? And he was so out of breath. I can't remember what it was now. So that was that. Alexandra's back to college. She said, I felt so sorry for her today. She said she got in from college and had to go out to work because she works at the McDonald's. It's just takeaway, isn't it, in the window. So she's training to be a trainer. So she was sort of 6 o'clock. I think she got in from school sort of 4:15. Had to make herself some tea quickly because Mum and Dad were still working, and then Becky had to take her off at 6 o'clock. until 11. She said she's going to be exhausted when she comes in. Then she'll have a bath and wash her hair to get up this morning to go to school. She said it's the first time she's ever said, I don't want to go to work. So tired. I said, oh God. So she said, well, she made the shifts. She'll have to, it's up to her. So I felt sorry for her. So that's about it for today. I'd probably do a bit more sewing, a bit more card making, have a potter in the garden. I expect to see if there's I did move actually. I broke up a hosta yesterday. I moved it onto one of the other borders because I know that it's quite a big one. So I thought it could fill up a space here because it's very sheltered, very doesn't get much sun here, so it will thrive there. So I could spade out and dig a lump of that out. So I'm hoping it'll take. And I've got another one in the other border, but I can't see where it is. So I don't want to start digging, and it's not poking through yet. So I'll go and have a look and see whether it's done anything overnight. So yes, have a good day, everybody. There goes the gate again. On the wind. Right, I'll have to go out there and sort it out. Well, have a good day, everybody. Speak to you soon. Bye.